You, Scott. All right, so we have so many great museums to go to, and I love this time of year with Wawa Welcome America, where so many of them are free, and you get to go to places you haven't gone to or you don't know much about.
Or newer ones in the area, places like Faith and Liberty Discovery Center. It's at 5th and Market in Old City. So many of us have seen it, but today we're going inside to see some of the treasures that it has, and we want to learn something.
All right, Bill Anderson already there. Hi, Bill.
Hey, good morning, guys. And yes, the Faith and Liberty Discovery Center, right up the street from the station. Been here for about a year, and I'm amazed that I didn't know everything that was here. Daniel Corti is the director here. Good morning.
Good morning, Bill. Good to have you here. Thanks for being with us.
Absolutely, I appreciate it. And there's a lot to show, so we're going to try to show a taste of it, but explain to everybody what this place is.
Sure. So we're the Faith and Liberty Discovery Center. We are a museum, an immersive experience designed to demonstrate how faith, liberty, justice, hope, unity, and love, these 6 values inspired by the Bible, were influential to key historic folks throughout America's history, all the way up to as contemporary as regular folks who have added their voice to the exhibition as well.
And it is completely interactive and immersive, as you said. So, for example, we're here in the Justice exhibit.
Liberty Gallery.
Okay, the Liberty Gallery. I'm sorry.
Correct. We're in the Liberty Gallery. So in this experience, we're learning about folks who fought for different types of liberty, albeit religious liberty, civil liberty, financial liberty, or political liberty. You'll see there's this large touchscreen here where I can load up different folks. So if I go to Dr. Philip J. San, a notable Korean, we can scroll through his content, learn about him. At any given time, guests are given one of these lamps to use. You can touch this glowing collection point here, and the lamp will activate, and it allows you to collect. We'll just try it together. There we go. It collects Philip J. San. And what you're doing is you're curating a custom website based on the things you collect and experience throughout the exhibits.
And as we walk through, now we're in Justice.
Correct. Now we're in Justice. You'll see it's a zigzagging wall, if you will, because justice is not a straight line. Again, there's different stories of justice to collect. There are these large monitor beacons that you'll see here, and we call them the visitor voices. So you can see on the one right here, there's real visitors who have added their voice to the experience. And in the Justice Gallery, we have these large conversation booths where you can step inside and answer questions. It'll record you, gets added to our archives, we subtitle it, and then you are now a permanent part of our collection and can be played in the exhibit. So we invite people to add their voice to the conversation of what these values mean to them.
And as you're walking through, and again, we're moving kind of quickly, and it's designed for people to, you can kind of take their time, you hit the beacons and collect information, and then it's all accumulated for you, so you basically take it home with you.
Correct. The whole idea is we're a museum in your pocket. We go home with you. So we have folks who come through and they just want to go through very quickly and collect everything. And we have folks who spend a longer amount of time really diving deep into everything. But either way, when you go home, you can do as just a deep dive to all the content online with the custom website you've created based on what you collected.
What is this giant dome in the middle? We're in hope now.
That's correct. So we've gone through these heavy values of faith, liberty, and justice, and now what brings us hope? So after those heavy-hitting conversations and content that you went through, the Hope Dome is an audio landscape that's playing. It's sort of a quiet, meditative space, and there's audio playing that just gives you a moment to reflect. It's everything from Johnny Cash reading passages of the Bible to Chance the Rapper to Gregorian chant. So it touches the gamut. It's a really nice space for visitors to just sit and reflect.
And as we're walking through, so we've talked about these beacons that we have.
Correct.
As you're walking through, and again, we're kind of power walking through, but you accumulate all this information on here. And then you get into this tunnel, and everything that you've accumulated, you kind of go through.
That's correct. So you land in the Unity Tunnel where all the values are listed on the walls, both sides, and you can go and revisit the content by touching any of the values. You can find out what your top value was, as well as seeing how you connect to other folks based on what they collected.
And so all the different steps you go through.
Correct. You hover over a value like faith, and you'll see all the content that you collected that's relevant to faith. You can see you and me are tied right now. There's sparkles connecting yours and my lamp, so it shows we both collected a similar item or shared a similar value.
One more thing I wanted folks to see, and again, it's designed for them to come in, spend some time. We're just trying to give them a general tease.
Absolutely.
It's free tomorrow to come experience
That's
it.
correct. We're partnering with the Wawa Welcome America event, and so we will be free all day tomorrow. So we're hoping to welcome everybody. Again, the Faith and Liberty Discovery Center is for folks with faith, curious about faith, or no faith at all.
This to me is cool, and this is where we're going to wrap up. So we come in here, this is kind of the end of the tour, And this is what, like almost like a choose your own step.
Absolutely. This is a 360-degree immersive theater experience that plays in 3 acts. Part of it is passive, but the second act, which we're paused on right now, are interactive stories where you're trying to build a better Philadelphia back in the colonial era, whether you're protecting Catholics, advancing religious freedom, protesting segregation, defending freedom, advocating for women. And so you bring your lamp up, you'll see your icon on the screen. I hover over anything that's glowing, and the stories start to unfold. And it becomes a choose your own adventure to dig into these stories and try to help them along. And then at the end of these stories, we find out how we did, or how did America do.
And so your kind of choices help guide the way the story is told.
Absolutely. You have to go into the buildings a lot of times, and you have to figure out which path that you want to take. So in this story here of advancing religious freedom, we're finding out how those of African descent during colonial times were not welcome to gather with the white colonials in the church. And so you're trying to figure out what is the best path forward.
Guys, we did a quick walkthrough. You leave with a little card. Show them the card because we have to leave it there. Everything that you've accumulated as you walk through. We don't have a card. We have a little card you get that you take home with you so you can revisit on your own computer when you get there. Interactive, educational, a good experience for young people, and free tomorrow. So make sure you come on up to 5th and Market.
Wonderful. Thank you for taking us through there and guiding us through it with your guiding light. Really quick question. If someone's not able to go, do you have to pre-register to do it? And 2, how much is it on a normal day?
Okay, so do you have to pre-register to do it?
No, you do not. You can just walk on up.
Okay, and how much is it on a normal day?
On a normal day, adults are only $10.
Okay, Alex, I'm sorry, I didn't hear the first question.
No, you got it. You answered my questions. Thank you.
All right, good
Lovely.
stuff. Thanks, guys.
Thank you, gentlemen. I think that's